I just hit record, so.
What?
So now you just messed up the bit. Hey, fool, wake up.
Oh, what happened? Oh, recording? Okay.
Yeah, dog. Episode 12's gotta start.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the StudioDork Podcast, episode 12. My name is Gary. I'm sorry I'm sleepy. And with me is...
Cameron, you get ready to listen to some... fantastical stuff?
Are you sleepy?
I'm a little bit, but not as much as you. You've been over there slaving over your computer,
Yes.
So definitely sleeping.
It's after 11.
It's corntastic. It's what we do. Dead air, it's cool.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to lately? Or is that where the music hits? Music?
No, the music already passed, depending on how you put that together.
Yeah, I know.
Drink some smart water, yeah?
It's not smart water, it's function water.
Oh, my bad, okay.
It's all about water, dog.
Okay. Save water. Drink beer. No, I don't know. I heard that somewhere. Was it on a t-shirt?
Oh, okay.
We have very relevant stuff to talk about for people. Totally. Everyone's learning something. Yeah, me, up to stuff.
Yeah, what have you been
Actually,
You just got someone wasted, dude.
Wait, what?
You just got somebody wasted.
Why?
Because that's his drinking game. Every single time they hear that, they have to drink.
Why do you think I did it?
I know.
But people listening to this episode for the first time, or listening to the StudioDork Podcast for the first time, are like, what do you mean?
12.
Episode 12, what do you mean?
Yeah. Well,
anyways,
all you gotta do is go on the blog.
Go back and just listen to all of them.
Yeah, listen to every single one. If you're not listening to it, then you need to shut off right now.
All of it.
Just shut off and go back to episode 1.
All of it.
Yeah. But you might want to skip episode 4. That one's alright.
And Martin's interview, you gotta listen to that one.
Yeah.
Martin, who's that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we redo this whole thing?
No. So what have you been up to?
I have been up to different things. Actually, how's your environment at work?
It's good. I really like my environment at work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm surrounded by designers, and I don't ever feel too stressed out because they understand that we have kind of a tough job in that we kind of have to come up with ideas and we can't have too much pressure on us all the time. So they kind of shift it around. There's a lot of designers to shift stuff too. So it's pretty good. I like it. Everyone seems pretty happy.
Well, that ruins my point.
Why? What were you gonna say?
No, just kidding. No, well, I love my the employer, the owner of the company. He is
Australian.
Yeah. And I've never had somebody so good to work for. He's cool. Very mellow and very detailed in his explanation, so I know exactly what he wants when he needs, the things that he needs. And the clients that we talk to, he's always able to get information out of them, and I'm able to get information out of them as well. Mm-hmm. But he's really good with that stuff. But I have some coworkers that are also, they're not designers. There's different tasks that happen in our office. Mm-hmm. But there's a situation right now that recently came up. Is we have a radio. Yeah. So when you guys in your place, when you guys are listening, you guys all have your headphones and stuff. There's no noise. If somebody wants silence, they have pretty much silence. Well,
I mean, some of the producers at my work, they'll play YouTube videos a lot and stuff like that. But yeah, for the most part, we all just have headphones.
Pretty much, it makes sense because you can control your own thing. Yeah. So basically, the way that it's set up is there's a radio, so they turn it up louder sometimes than necessary, or they want it loud sometimes, especially one of the guys at work. Yeah. And
he likes to feel it in his bones.
I guess he wants to feel it in his bones.
Yeah.
And I personally don't like to have the radio loud all the time. Sometimes I do listen to music as I'm designing as well, but sometimes I'll be reading an email or reading some description, somebody's design brief, different things like that, and it's necessary for me to concentrate at that moment and not be distracted by things, which I understand. Sometimes things come up, there's going to be people talking or whatever. It's fine, it's all normal life stuff. But the radio being on for 9 hours or however long I'm there, 8 hours or whatever, it's just bothersome to me. So I actually got in a little argument a few weeks ago with one of my coworkers. We were trying to figure out what to do because we were in a different office when we moved offices. We were in an office on Sunset before. We moved somewhere else to a different location, a bigger location. And there, the owner, he had the volume to a specific level, and then it was just kind of in the background, so he couldn't do anything, and it wasn't a radio, it was just from his computer. But now there's a radio and people could adjust it and do different things, so they turn it up. So we got, like I was saying, we got in an argument and whatever, and we figured out, like, I wanted it to be on level 3, volume 3, and he wanted it to be on volume 5. So we kind of met in the middle. We decided, okay, we'll leave it on 4. Plus, I moved the radio by his desk, so it's literally by his desk, and it's at level 4 now.
Okay.
So, which is in the middle of what we wanted, which is really, to be honest, which is still too loud for me, but I'm just told myself I'm able to deal with it, I guess. So it's fine. But like today and the last couple of days, I guess they still want to put it louder. He wants to see. So he said he never agreed to that and this and that, and so it was a little bit frustrating. I was trying to figure that out, what the best thing, and I haven't involved my boss, or haven't involved the owner of the company with this yet.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It's like we're adults. We should be able to figure this stuff out, which we already did, and it's like still not really figured out. So it was a little bit frustrating. Sorry to drag so much about this topic.
No,
but
okay.
I'm sure other people have different issues with different things. I don't know.
I feel like you need to adapt, and I know you tried to, but I feel like maybe like in my situation, like in my opinion, I would probably just go buy some noise canceling headphones, and then just put them on and not have music on or anything, because like that does muffle stuff. So
I do what you're saying, exactly that. They're not noise canceling, just regular headphones, and I put them in my ears, and it prevents me. I don't even listen to the radio. I just have them in like all the time. But sometimes I will listen to music as well. But that's what I'm doing right now, is just to do that. And it does do a little bit of something, but still, I mean, we actually agreed to, me and the other person, we agreed to have it in a specific level, and it's an office. It's not like a concert or anything.
It sounds a bit crazy.
It's pretty loud how we have it.
Well, it sounds a bit crazy though. Like you basically want the guy to sign a contract almost. Like that's what it kind of sounds like. It's like a verbal contract. Like I won't turn this up. And it won't.
The thing is that we in the other office we had it about 2 times slower than we have it right now. Even at the volume that it is right now, it was way lower than it is even right now at the 4. So it's not like he's still winning like 3 times more than me, and it's right by him. It's 2 feet away from him.
But see,
and we agreed on something already that's being broken already too.
Do you want to have this conversation on mic? Okay. Well, how you said that he's winning 3 times more than you, that's not a good way to think about it. I don't think, just because, like, you shouldn't think of it as in, like, he's winning and you guys have points. I know that's how you think of a lot of stuff, is like with points.
But it's not. Like, seriously, it's fine. He can, it's not about winning or whatever. I just said it like that. I don't know. For me, it doesn't really matter. I just don't want to be bothered while I'm working, and I'm not trying to get in anybody's way. I'm not trying to get in his way. And the reason we're talking about this is because probably other people have different issues like that. Yeah. Although for me, I get bothered by things sometimes. At times, a little more than other people, I guess. Yeah. I don't know, but different people have different things, and it truly does make sense to actually not even have any radio at all, to just have headphones.
Yeah, of course.
Which is what I was telling him. But he decided he doesn't want it, blah, 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 reasons, whatever. And it was really, I was trying to figure out some kind of solution, and it was a difficult subject. I thought about everything possible. And I talked to another coworker of mine about this too and stuff and whatever we tried. I don't know. I'm not really sure exactly what to do. But I thought about a few different things with this.
Well, give us an update down the road.
I will.
Let us know what happens. It doesn't sound like we can really, there's not much really we can say about it. It's kind of just like, you know,
right, I understand.
There's not much you can really control at this point. Like, you can only really control it when you're there.
Right, and then this coworker also mentioned, like, hey, nobody could hear it. Why does everybody have to suffer because of me? Or because of me, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like his legitimate point is to have that. But first of all, like 2 or 3 other people that are there, they have headphones on. It's him and another person that cares, and they're the 2 people that are right by the radio. Yeah. The radio is specifically made to be by them. Like,
I understand.
So they can listen to it, but they're the ones who say. And then he said, hey, everybody has to suffer because of you or something like that. Like, people are suffering, I don't know. Like, no one's really suffering, but... And I have actual evidence to show that people can hear the radio, because people throughout the day say, hey, I like that song. Hey, I haven't heard that song for a while, and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Different people, pretty much everybody, has said that while the radio is on volume number 4. So that's just pretty much my rebuttal to showing proof that everybody could hear the radio and it's fine. It's not like a concert, but it's like background noise, like an elevator music pretty much. And that's how it should be, I think. We're in an office.
I feel like it's a little too serious. Like,
it's really.
Are you guys
serious.
Getting work done? Because it feels like you guys all you do is argue at the radio.
No, we don't. This is we are getting work done, so that's why there's a company that exists and it hasn't gone out of business. So
not yet.
Not yet. Hopefully.
The war of radio has just.
But it's just that's a very bothersome thing. So that's why I bring that up. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought it up.
No, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I mean, work environment is like a weird situation where. I've had people where they have meetings behind me, like in cubicles, but that's when I usually just turn my music up louder. But that's different between me and you. Is like I can listen to music and design, like and do almost anything with music.
People are talking and different things are going on too.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
me,
yeah.
it's fine. It's totally normal. I don't mind that. It's the office. It's not like we're not whatever in the woods or something where there's no sound or whatever. I don't know. We are in office, so I understand there's going to be sound, but not for 8 hours straight. The meeting that you're saying that's happening in the back of you, imagine if it was for 8 hours straight.
But
so that's the situation.
No, of course, but I'm just saying that, like, for you...
I thought about every single possibility possible, like everything, completely.
No, I know, and
all
I'm trying to do is I'm trying to move us away from this topic.
Let's talk about another one.
No, but I'm trying to do it in a way where it's not like you being pissed off about it, because like I'm
pissed off about it just because I'm pissed off about it. There's nothing you could do about that. That's just something I am already about it. But that's not because of you or anything. Trust me, it's a thing. It's a thing that's really frustrating.
No,
I thought about everything possible, and I don't think, let me make myself happy and then no one else happy. That's not how I think. For me, it's important for everyone to be happy.
No, I understand.
Actually, myself secondary in most situations. But I really wouldn't be. It's really bothersome to me.
I understand.
The way that thing's set up. So yeah, what do you got going on?
So that's all you got for what you've been doing
That's it completely.
It's just the battle of the radio?
I've been doing a lot of different design work. I'm a designer. That's what I do for a living. So we have different things going on.
How's the bike stuff going?
Pretty good.
Yeah, good. That's cool.
The client, they went to like out of town and stuff. So I'm just kind of doing whatever.
So the bike dude, you're doing a website, right? That you were
doing a website for him, and there's like a UI thing and few things there.
So you're still in the design phase, not any functionality.
It's gonna take a long time though, just because those.
Yeah, no, I'm just giving updates to the listeners. So.
Yeah, they went on vacation, so I'm just sending them the stuff and whatever. He went to India.
Oh, well, cool. That's good.
I want to go to India.
It might be cool.
They have a good relationship with the United States. Did you know that? India has a good.
I actually didn't.
Yeah, they have a good relationship. Like, for instance, like a China, a country like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm not all into politics and buying goods and all that stuff. It's all important, and it all affects our economy and all that stuff. I mean, I have some friends and stuff who understand all that, so I hear them talking about it. And I just heard that we have a good relationship with India. I mean,
it would make sense because we outsource a ton of stuff to India. It would make sense. Not, like...
I don't know how that's connected. Yeah, like Dell and all that stuff, right?
Like they're all. I think all their like communication centers and like customer service centers and stuff are out there. So it makes sense why we'd have a good relationship. We give them a lot of jobs. So, but yeah, as far as me, I'm pretty much just doing the same thing, just working.
No radios?
No, not really. But you know what's funny is I went to lunch with some people and we went to this restaurant that had a bunch of 90s music playing.
That's cool.
So I've been on a 90s kick. So
90s had really good music.
It did actually, and so that's what I was doing all day. I was like tweeting like music, and I was saying I have like a broken time machine and stuff, and I'm stuck in the 90s. So I was listening to all these like 90s music and stuff, and so I made like a playlist on YouTube, and it was really cool. So I did that. So I've been stuck in the 90s, and then
So you've been listening to Mariah Carey all day.
Totally, dude. Like, all I want for Christmas is something, because it's that Mariah Carey girl song.
Oh, I thought you just randomly wanted something for Christmas.
Yeah, 2 front teeth. But anyways, no, there was this thing that I was actually talking to one of my art directors about.
But you have 2 front teeth.
I know, I do. They're actually fake, though, which people don't know. Crazy.
As you guys could see.
Yeah, totally. No, there's this thing that one of my art directors has been talking to me about. He went to a conference like a couple weeks ago in New York that was all about like design and web design and like the future of web design. And one of the things that he was bringing up that like they're getting ready to prep us for is this thing that a lot of web designers are doing now. It's called mobile up. So what it is you design you design a mobile site and then everything gets built up from that. And the reason is just because because Flash doesn't work on mobile devices. So if everything works on your mobile device, then it will work on any other browser. So then I don't know the specifics because I haven't been briefed on it completely, but I just talked to him briefly about it. And I just thought that was a really, really cool topic, that the fact that people are starting with a mobile device before they go to like up to the actual, which says a lot about like our society in the sense of like where a lot of technology is going. It's a lot more mobile, and I just thought that was interesting. What do you think about that?
And quick.
Quick?
And on the go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I just thought that you just used the word brief in 2 different ways in one sentence.
I did. That is my vocabulary or lack thereof.
Is that like rappers?
Rappers delight?
No, like rappers, they'll use the same, like the meaning of the word and they'll use it in a different way.
Yeah.
But it means a different thing, but the exact same word.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's exactly what I just did. Brief and brief.
Oh. No, I do see mobile devices being used for web,
Mm-hmm.
especially for quick things like food and when people are on the go. Not necessarily like maybe like like the type of thing that we're running, like inspirations and all that stuff. I don't know if
Yeah.
people would use that on the go, but even that a little bit.
No,
It's more
but
of like an iPad thing than
but
like a mobile.
I think the reason they do it is because I know that I think there was some number. I don't have specifics, so I could be completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember Apple reporting some number about it was like a good it was a good small percentage, something like 10 to 15% of most people that come into the app stores now are looking to get an iPad over a normal desktop because they just use it for email and like stuff like that. So it kind of makes sense because the population starts to move more towards like just having an iPad, not having a desktop and an iPad. Like we'll never be able to do that because obviously we need a desktop to design. But like my parents are a good example. They both use their laptops for like work and it's like word processing and stuff. And then for like email and stuff, it would make sense for them to almost just have iPads.
Yeah, because you can use Google Docs or something, or even there's other word processing stuff for.
Yeah, also, and like there's one of my bosses at work, she actually uses the iPad as like one of her primary things, and she has this little case that has a keyboard built into it, so you can like plug it in and then you like open it up. And
you can use our keyboards, our Bluetooth
Oh,
keyboards.
yeah, I
Work
forgot
with
about
these.
that.
Work like the keyboards that come with the iMac and just those regular standard keyboards that come with the Apple products. They work with our.
Via Bluetooth.
I think there's even an app or something that does that.
Oh.
But I know it does work, so I've seen that.
Well, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
Did you hear about Apple's doing this thing? I don't know if they've always done this, but I recently heard about this, where you go to the Apple store and say you buy a computer. So like back in the days, okay, for example, let me start this over. Like it was in 1994 and we bought our first computer, I think, something like that.
Okay.
With my family, from what I can remember, we went to a computer show. We always I always like to get deals, and
Yeah.
my dad always got deals, so I like to get deals as well. So I got that from him probably and stuff.
Yeah.
So we went to a computer show, bargain, blah blah blah, and got a computer back in the days, like a while back. Internet and all that stuff. Actually, no, I don't think we had internet at that time yet. But we got a computer, and we really didn't know like how do we set it up. It was, I think, Windows 95. It was out at that time or something. And
Well, yeah. Well, if it was in '94, did '95 come out in '95?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
It was 94, maybe it was a little bit around 94.
Okay.
I don't remember
That's
exactly,
cool.
but my point is that when we got that and we brought the computer home and we set it and we like put all the wires and all that stuff, it was our first time doing anything like that. So we really didn't know like what do we do now? Do we put the thing in the thing and press the on button and do this and do that? We
Yeah.
really didn't know. So yeah, it was like a lot of research, and it was just like this brand new tool that we weren't used to. Now it's like people are more used to stuff, and it's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But at that time it was harder. But my point with Apple, so you go to the Apple store and you buy like a MacBook Pro or a MacBook Air or any type of product.
Yeah.
And you go and right away on the spot they help you set up whatever you need help set up.
Yeah.
Like right away they do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just heard about this.
Yeah, you can bring in your old computer and they'll transfer everything over for you.
Oh, what you're saying is what they converted from Mac to PC or from PC to Mac, right? Is that what you mean? Or
Well, also, like, I had a MacBook, and when I bought my iMac, they asked me if I
Transferred
had
it.
it, and they would do it for me. And I wish that I would have done it, but at the time, I just wanted to get out of there with my iMac and just get it home. And then when I got it home, I spent like 6 hours trying to figure out how to do it, and then I figured it
they
out.
probably would have done it faster there. Right?
Yeah, because they were using all Thunderbolt stuff. And
But what I mean
was
is-
using Ethernet. So.
What I mean is like they'll set everything up completely for you. So say like me and you and other people who are into the stuff, we could
Yeah.
probably figure all this stuff out fairly easily. But like people that are a little bit maybe like less technical, like people like of our parents type of level or something like that, they would need help. And if they don't have us, like they really wouldn't have anybody to do this stuff for them. So
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Apple does that for them like right away. So you buy something and then right away like, hey, we want this and this and we want a password and whatever. I don't know. It's probably fairly easy stuff, but I just heard that they do that, and I think it's a pretty good idea that they assist with that.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think that the Genius Bar is amazing. I think that's one of the best things about Apple. I think
I love them too.
And that's why, like, my parents have been using crappy Dell laptops for a long time, and they're using something that's like 7 years old now. And I've been trying to talk them into upgrading for a long time, and I think I'm just gonna have to break down and just buy them both like MacBook Airs just to get them out.
With their credit cards, right?
No. I'll buy it with mine, but it's just like
Someone got a quarter raise.
No, but it just seems like they're so hesitant to move into the Mac territory, and I always tell them, like, they're so user-friendly, anything that goes happen, you just walk into the store and they'll fix it, and Apple's really good about it, you get Apple Care, and I just feel like that's the one thing that makes Apple stands apart from everyone else, is the fact that they're willing to just, like, help you.
And it just puts you in a good mood. I mean, I like.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's just us, or maybe it's just me, dorky, whatever.
Yeah.
It just puts me in a good mood. I see my MacBook Pro, the design, something. I turn it on, it just feels good.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
that's important.
It does.
It's important to feel good from your products. Like, some people are into cars. Like, I'm not super into cars. It's not my thing. But I see, like, some of my friends talk about, like, whatever, wheel drive and whatever, all these different things about cars, and I can see that it obviously makes them feel really good, and that's not something that I'm really attracted to. But, like, technology and stuff like that, I'm attracted to it. I like it. It makes me feel good.
And that's the whole point, I think, of, like, if you look at a lot of the Apple designs, a lot of them are very sleek and clean, so you look at it and it doesn't seem intimidating. You know what I mean? Like, the thing that makes stuff look intimidating is when you got a bunch of buttons and extra, like, gadgets and stuff. So, like, I don't mind them limiting it to, like, 4 ports or whatever they normally do. Like, I like that because that makes it seem more user-friendly. Like, I can just plug in here and it just works. And that's another thing about Apple that, like, I tell my parents all the time is, like, they're always calling me, like, oh, I got a new printer. Oh, I got to go find the software for it. Or I got to find
driver and this and that.
Yeah, you plug it into a Mac and it will automatically search and update.
Exactly.
It's genius, That's Apple, But I guess since we're on the Apple topic, I might as well bring up this topic. I got something.
Good transition.
I know.
Very smooth.
Yeah, totally smooth. So on CNET, this was released today. I'm getting a lot of, like, updates. This is December 6th, by the way, since we're still releasing late. But remember when we talked about, I think it was on, like, episode 2 or 3, we talked about how Apple had plans to make, like, a spaceship-style campus in Cupertino? Well, the plans were actually released now, what it's going to look like. And this place is huge, and it's crazy, and it looks like a giant, like, flying saucer, essentially, and it's, like, in Cupertino, so I'm going to kind of show it to you. So this is what it's going to look like. So it's this giant, like, circular building.
Well, I'm just looking at this page, the way they're doing the tweets. I wonder if we should do that.
We might be able to, just like a single bar that has...
No, just the tweet part.
Oh, yeah, we could. I don't know how hard it would be for them to implement. By the way, guys, we're still implementing. We're having everything developed for our new version of the site, and so we're kind of...
very frustrating topic. We'll talk about that in a little while, but... So, like, Cameron is showing me the topic that he's talking about, and I noticed on there's a Facebook and a Google Plus sharing thing, but there's also a Twitter, which we don't have that on our new design, but we might implement something like that.
And it shows a number next to it to show how many people have actually done it, which is actually really smart. I've seen that on a lot of places.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't even think to put it into our site. So you guys just witnessed something. So if it happens, you know that you were here for it. You just saw. And
also just when you're doing your own thing, you're designing your own stuff. Always look at it. Like, we just randomly looked at something and we liked it, and now we might incorporate it in our stuff. So always look at other people's designs, other people's stuff. It's very important to steal as many things as possible and mix them all up into your own.
That's what Picasso said. He said, "Good artists copy and great artists steal." Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, I just remember
the point is not to literally go and steal something, obviously, but to just take a lot of good ideas and mix them all up and make them into your own. That's kind of the point. But sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're totally fine. That was awesome. That was a good topic we went off. But so Apple is doing. So they're redesigning to this new. It's going to be their second base. And it's in Cupertino, California. It's like a spaceship style thing. So it's circular, and it's really cool because it's like built kind of around like a mountain type area.
That is pretty cool.
And it's cool if you look at these pictures. I know that this is a visual podcast.
We'll include this for our
this link will be on there. Yeah. So if you check, if you guys ever have any, like, you guys want to see what we're talking about, there's always links below it on our site. So if you go to the post and say you're listening to it off the site or on the site, you can see below on the post. There's all the links to everything. And
so what Cameron does is when he's doing the edit of the podcast, he listens to everything again, and all the stuff we talk about. If there's a possible link, it's all added there, so you guys can see that in the show notes. So stuff. And on all our podcasts, pretty much, that gets taken care of.
Yeah, totally. So all you got to do is go to StudioDork.com and just find one of the podcasts, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figured I would show this. I know it's a bit audio podcast, but whatever. I just thought it was really cool. Like, it's very sleek and clean, and there's a lot of windows, so it looks like it's going to be a very open and green building.
Yeah, I remember you showing me something like this, right? This looks familiar from a couple of podcasts ago, like the girl running and stuff.
Oh, no, I had never seen that image before. That's the thing. These were just released today, and there's actually a PDF detailing all, like, if you go on the site, it's on CNET,
Huh, that looks familiar. That picture looks familiar.
It's a possibility that it is, but I don't think it is. But there's a PDF on here. It's
kind of like the blueprints of the.
Yeah, it's a top-down shot, and it looks like they've got a lot of offices and stuff, but it also looks like they've got like nice little areas. It looks good. I think it'll be cool. So, but there's a PDF on here if you're really interested. You could look at it if you're maybe an architecture major and you're like interested in seeing. It looks like it's gonna be like one of those like huge things that you kind of want to visit. So I just thought it was interesting that I saw that. And also, everything that we've kind of pulled today was a little bit last minute because I got home late. It's my fault. No?
It's your fault.
I know, it's my fault. I got home a little late. I thought you were shaking your head like, we don't want to talk about this.
Oh, no, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, Cameron I
got here a little bit late.
So we're recording this a little bit late, so if we sound a little bit weirder than normally, that's totally Cameron's fault.
That's why Gary was sleeping at the beginning. It's totally my fault.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell them why. They're like, what? What was that about?
Yeah,
It
exactly.
makes no sense now. But Cameron said he'll never do that again, so he'll be home on time from now on always.
I texted you to let you know, honey. It's okay.
That you'll be here at 10, but you were still at 10:45.
I know.
What's the point of that?
I didn't think it was going to run late, but I did, so sorry.
Yeah, so Cameron said next time he will not do that and he will be home at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Before.
But really, to be honest with you, they don't really care. Because
yes, they do!
Just had to bang on it, didn't you?
Oh,
no, you're fine. It's cool.
Yeah. Hey, have you been cold lately? See, that's a smooth transition, not like, hey, I gotta talk about
No, but the way you said it was just like, have you been cold lately? And I know that was part of your joke, but...
It wasn't. Why does everything have to be a joke?
Well, we're a bunch of jokesters here.
Are we?
I think so. So yeah, it has been a little bit cold lately.
It has been very cold. It's been record colds.
Yeah, I know. It was like...
really cold.
It was like 40 degrees one day. Yeah,
so in Los Angeles, you really don't get to that level of cold. And it's 2 weeks before winter right now.
Yeah.
You guys are listening when we're recording this. So, and it's really like record cold all over Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. So the heater has been on and I've been wearing my scarves and stuff and all that good stuff. I'm drinking tea as we speak. My throat is a little sore. And Cameron usually wears like these shirts all the time, but now he's like wearing thermals and stuff. It's crazy.
I'm stylish now.
You
what do you
are
want, man?
a Versace model now.
Totally. I'm totally a Versace model, dude.
No, Versace.
Saatchi and Saatchi, you know, the advertising
for Mad
firm.
Men?
No. One of our teachers worked. Saatchi and Saatchi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He's an old
Why did I get Mad Men? It sounded like something.
Because it's an advertising agency, and you were just like, oh, advertising agency.
No, there must
Don Draper.
There must have been something like that on Mad Men, too.
They might have talked about Saatchi, I don't know. But yeah, I'm a little bit stylish now. That's how I roll.
Okay.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to go lumberjack style.
Did you wear skinny jeans today?
I did not, but...
You got some jeans that are like pantyhose, I heard, right? Something like that.
Okay, I get this thing where I don't try stuff on in the store, and I don't know why I do this. I'm so stupid, but I've never had skinny jeans before, and I was super excited about skinny jeans. So I put some on. The first ones that I got fit perfectly. They're perfect. Second ones, not so much. They're like skinny? Skin tight, and
Cameron's already super skinny, so it's like, hey, I'm gonna get these skinny jeans. Wait a second, these are my actual size.
Yeah, exactly. So
I was trying to convince him. I was telling you, we were talking about this yesterday a little bit. I was telling Cameron that, just get something and you go try it on. It'll take you 1 minute, and then you don't have to go all the way back to Macy's or wherever. You're right.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but no, I can't buy skinny jeans at Macy's though. Buy them at like PacSun or something.
No, they sell that. They sell at Macy's.
Not the skinny jeans.
Yeah.
I wanted. Not the ones I wanted.
Oh, not the ones you want. Okay, I'm
sorry. But yeah, just a bunch of deals.
Cool.
Styling.
Deals are always good. I wonder where you got that from. But yeah, deals are good.
For my family.
Okay. Yeah. So
you didn't catch that moment. Aw, Gary's my family. Awkward.
No, so like, are we gonna invent our own music?
For what?
And call it Dork Step, like dubstep. I don't know, because you were drinking.
I know. That's why I was like, I don't know how much you're doing this.
Yeah.
If you want to do Dork
Step, what
would Dork Step sound like?
That didn't work how it was planned out.
What would Dork Step sound like? I don't believe that now, man.
Just like
because dubstep is like womp 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 womp.
No, but it would be like womp 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 still, but then you're like, womp womp, I gotta fix my glasses. Womp 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 womp, I gotta fix my bow tie.
And then you work out. I got you. See, it works, but I didn't want it to work.
Joke.
I did, but it wasn't funny. So let's move on. So what else?
We were talking about this with Cameron. I brought this up that the group LMFAO. Mm-hmm. They have that song, "Look at my body, I'm so sexy, I work out." Right? It goes like that. Like the lyrics are horrible, but it's like the #1 song in the country. So they're just like a really simple thing, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look at my body, it's so sexy, and then I flex, I work out. Those are the lyrics, and then they just have beats like doom 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 or whatever.
Yeah, and so people like kind of like how I'm too sexy for my shirt. How like people just start I'm too sexy for my couch or whatever. You know, like people used to do that. So now people are doing that where they're like, I wake up, I eat breakfast.
That's my joke.
That's but that's oh okay. That's what, well, that's what I was
You're
saying.
bleeping that out so I could re-say it.
Is that what people are doing now?
No, I don't know, but that's what I've been.
Oh, that's what
after I heard that song. So like in the whole weekend, I was like, oh, I opened the refrigerator. And I got tomato juice and I drank it. I work out or whatever, just everything. Mm-hmm. So people are like, "What are you talking about?"
I just made that comparison just because the I'm too sexy thing. Like I remember when like you realized that was not cool was when your grandma was like, "I'm too sexy for my shoes."
Your grandma sang that?
Stuff like that. Like people would do that. But that's
your
when you
grandma was too sexy
cool.
for her own shoes.
Maybe.
What kind of shoes is she wearing?
I don't know. Oh man, but
yeah. So I don't know how we got to that topic, but
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's because I made the joke, and then you were like, "That's my joke," and then we went. That's how we got there.
No, I'm used to getting jacked.
Yeah, bad credit.
Procrastination.
Oh yeah, what's up? What do you got?
I don't know. I just wanted to say that word.
Oh yeah?
Use it in a sentence.
Oh, you want to know? Hold on, I got something awesome today. I found this site. One of my friends, Calvin. I'm just gonna give him a name because I want him to get credit. But there's this site called Procrastinator. It's pretty awesome. If you get a chance, go to procrastinator.com. It's pretty fantastic.
So I don't even know how to spell the word A.
Oh, fantastic.
But I'll be able to spell that other word.
Yeah, why not? It's just procrastinate, but with a cat in the middle. Procrastinator. But anyways, back to procrastination.
Do you procrastinate sometimes?
Yeah, I do.
And what do you do to prevent yourself from procrastinating?
I'll just work through it sometimes. Sometimes I'll just work through it and try to just push myself to keep working. But there are times where I'll procrastinate. But sometimes, like today's a perfect example at work. I was working on something I really didn't know how to do, and there was really no direction on it. But I had all day to do it, and I didn't think it would take me all day. So I was doing a lot of like tweeting and stuff. And then like I just found a moment where I was just like, you know what? I gotta stop tweeting. Then I got it for lunch. I went to lunch. Then when I came back, I just pushed myself from the time that I got back from lunch to. It's just kind of a break. I think it's really
a lot of times
idea.
also when you put some food in you.
Yeah.
Depending on the type of food, sometimes food can get you even more tired. But
yeah.
A lot of times it'll make you think better having food, or just
That's
coming
true.
back to your desk, getting up and coming back. Sometimes when you have too much like Indian food or something, or just like a big meal for lunch, it'll make you more tired and sleepy depending on what you
Why
ate.
Indian food?
I had Indian food the other day and I felt a little tired.
Oh,
so
okay. Okay.
as an example, plus my developer friend went to India, so it all makes sense. It all comes from that.
Oh wow, interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so for me, I have different things to do at different times, like take care of this, call that, pay a school bill, whatever.
Yeah. So you just take a break and go do something else for a second, for like a couple minutes.
Well, just in general, like I'll make a list for myself of the things to do. So like I know you do that as well. Like you do the stuff on the board, like you have those whiteboards. That helps you. That helps you prevent procrastination as well, right? Because you organize the things that you have to do. So you're like, oh, I won't do this. You have it kind of like organized. I don't know if it's
it's also kind of because then it's out there in front of me all the time. So then like I can't be like
it's like little reminders.
Yeah, so I can't like it's not in a book where I have to actually open it to look. It's right in front of me. So when I wake up in the morning, I see that list.
Maybe we should put on that list like something like I got a podcast on Tuesday at 9 p.m. or something. I don't know. I was just thinking, just as an idea. I don't know. I don't know.
You're gonna do
Instead
this
of
to
11.
me. You're gonna do this to me right now. My own podcast. You're gonna do this to me.
Your podcast.
What? Totally.
No, so I'll make a list and I'll put like different things that I have to do. Sometimes I'll have like a free time or whatever. So instead of rather than just like that time going to waste, I'll call this person, take care of that, make an appointment for whatever. Like my back has been hurting or whatever. I wanted to make an appointment
for the chiropractor.
For a doctor or whatever. I don't know if it's from the gym or I don't know if it's because it's cold. Hey, the gym that I go to, we're all over the place, but the gym that I go to got bought out by LA Fitness.
Oh, yeah?
The Bally's got bought out. I go to Bally's and it got bought out by LA Fitness or something. Or they bought like certain.
So now you have to drive further now?
I'm not really sure because I went to Bally's a couple days ago on Monday.
Yeah.
Today's Tuesday.
So it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Okay, that's cool. Just want to clarify that you just lied to all the listeners.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, totally.
How did I lie to them?
Because you said a few days ago, but you actually said that it was actually Monday.
Because
no, it's not midnight yet, so you can't.
In New York, it is. So we might have listeners in New York, so it makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Well. So you wouldn't be able to take me to court.
Well, that's fantastic. All right. So what were you saying about the gym? You went to Bally's a few days ago, but it was actually Monday.
Oh, wait, gym on... Wait, what?
Something about going to Bally's on Monday.
I was trying to make a joke and I couldn't...
know.
I just fucking escaped my mind. See what happens when we start podcast late? Oh, yeah, so I went on Monday and there was no way to get in. Like, there was nobody checked the car. You just go right in.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know what's going on with that.
Was your trainer there?
My trainer wasn't.
Oh, okay.
He has to do something with paperwork and this and that, so he texted me and told me, hey, I'm not going to train you today. Ha, 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 ha.
So you just worked on your own?
So I just did my own stuff, and I felt a little bit weak, so I really didn't do too much. I just, just to move my muscles.
Okay.
I heard some kind of thing also that people in office jobs are fatter than people in other jobs.
That would make sense because we just sit on our.
And even if you work out, it's still like unhealthy. So it's really unhealthy for you guys that just sit like. We talked about exercises before, but it's still really important to do exercises.
Yeah,
it's just like really important from like some stuff I was hearing in the news. And I don't know how accurate the news is, but.
Well, they are the news.
They are.
That's all I got. I was going to say something else, and I was like, I don't think that's the truth, so I'm not going to say that. So.
Yeah, so Bally's got bought out by 24. Or no, by LA Fitness.
LA Fitness.
24.
Yeah, 24-hour fitness.
That's a different one.
No, yeah.
They got bought out by Las Vegas Fitness.
So now I got to throw a link in for all three of those places, just because you said something.
Wait. GoDaddy, Internet Explorer 9, Best Buy, Target, Kmart. What? You shop at Kmart? Sears.
Oh, God.
Now you gotta put all these links. So much work for you.
So much extra stuff. I'm
nah,
typing so fast during this. No, I know. But I'm gonna do it anyway.
Just put the relevant stuff.
But yeah, so.
Oh, you gotta put the company of the skinny jeans.
No, because I didn't see the name, so we're good.
Wait, what are they again?
No, don't worry about it. But yeah, so that's cool, man.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Well, speaking of Indian stuff, I actually found
so smooth right
I know.
into it.
So I was
like
doing it. But you ruin it when you do that. You ruin it. But yeah, did you hear about this? This is actually happening. India. There's this guy. Sorry.
You ruin it when you do that.
India's technology minister, Kapil Sibal. I don't know, I'm probably saying that completely wrong, but. Sorry, fool. He probably listens to the show, of course.
You're telling him?
Yeah. Sorry, fool. But he saw some bad remarks on Facebook about the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister or whatever. And so what he ended up doing was he pulled together all the people from Yahoo, Google, Microsoft, and from Facebook and said, hey, I don't want any offensive stuff on Facebook in my country anymore. And so now he's trying to crack down. He's got all these things that he's doing now, where he's setting up all these laws in India and stuff to make it so nothing negative can be put on Facebook now. And I just want to kind of get your opinion on that. I know that it'll never happen out here in the U.S. because we have that freedom.
Didn't they do something like that in China where it was blocked?
Oh yeah.
Or something was blocked in China. I don't remember.
I heard some crazy thing about how China they have this this stuff that is installed on every single computer in China, that if you buy it in a store in China, it automatically has to have this software on it. What the software does is it will scan the pixels on the screen to find anything that's more flesh colored, and it will actually make it so that site is actually not viewable because it has too much of a flesh color, and that's to block out porn. Isn't that interesting?
Oh, that's what it was. They were blocking on adult content.
Yeah, and it's funny because I heard stories about how there's certain sites that don't have any porn on them at all, but they just have a lot of flesh color on them.
We have to block this entire conversation out for the high school and junior high school.
No, because it's not like we're making porn noises or anything. We're just saying the
word. But we're promoting it. No,
we're not.
No,
we're not at all. We're promoting a technology that they use, which I think is a really interesting technology. Because what if you use that for some other color? Why does it got to be for that? It could be for dolphins and it's blue.
Yeah, it could be used for the similar idea could be used for something more.
Yeah, and that also jumps to another topic of at my work right now we're developing a for our flash banners, for our international flash banners. There's a lot of these rating bugs that we use on them, and sometimes they have to be black and sometimes they have to be white, but they can't be in between colors. They can only be black or white. And so what we're developing right now is we're developing a line of ActionScript code that actually checks for the color that it's going to be on automatically, and then just automatically switches it to the certain color. And I just thought that was interesting. That I wasn't even going to talk about that today, but we brought up the China thing, so it made sense. So, but yeah. So, what do you think about the Facebook
about that?
thing?
I think that I believe in people being free
Mm-hmm.
as long as you're not hurting anybody. That's kind of my thing. As long as no one's getting hurt by what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
people should be able to do pretty much whatever whatever they want without hurting anybody.
Yeah. So
just because the type of place where I came from originally, this is just my way of thinking. So I probably disagree with what he's trying to do.
Yeah, I do too. I disagree with it too. But I think that one of the things that's interesting about it is the fact that he is kind of an older generation, and I kind of wanted to get your feedback. Like, what if down the road,
wait a second. I'm an older generation.
No. I was actually.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna actually push it. Let's say 30 years in the future. You're however old you are, and I'm however old I am. Because I don't know if we want to say ages.
I don't care what the ages. I'm 29, and Cameron's like 20 something.
Yeah, I'm 22. No, 23.
You forgot your age?
No. I was gonna say something younger, but I decided not to. So yeah, I'm 23. He's 29. So imagine if you were 59 and I was 53. Okay.
You didn't carry the one.
54. I don't care. No, I know. I'm just
no, yeah. So you're saying I think your question is going to be like, we're in the future, 30 years ahead, and what are we going to think about the people doing stuff like crazy things that we can't even imagine? Are we going to be cool with it? How are we going to feel about it? Right? Something like that.
That's an interesting topic because I've brought it up before in music. Like if you think about it, like a lot of the older people music now, a lot of their music was a lot slower and kind of had like a really built-in thing. But we grew up with kind of like. We grew up with a lot of like rap and a lot of stuff that has a lot more vulgar stuff in it. Do you think that you're going to be like, yo, man, I love that Snoop Dogg when you're like 60? And like, do you think you're going to be like that?
I hope not. I hope I am still cool in the future.
Well, you're never going to be cool just because the kids will always have their own trends and they won't think you're very cool.
Let me show you an example of what I mean by that. Like a lot of people, especially older people, maybe like over 40 or 50, whatever, they're exactly what you're saying, kind of similar to how that Indian guy, right? He's Indian, right?
Yeah.
What you were talking about, kind of just like, I don't know, not really open-minded about stuff, I guess, kind of. But I have known a couple people, older people, way older, like 70, 75, and they're like checking in on Foursquare and being like really like like what we're doing, like that type of stuff, and that's really, really cool. And I've seen a couple people doing that, and I really like that, and I told myself I want to be like that. When I'm that age.
And the thing is, it's easier for us to do that because we've been growing up with it. They had to adapt.
Yeah.
The guy that you're talking about.
But at the same time, it's like the people that are not cool and the people that are closed-minded and all that stuff, it doesn't necessarily mean they're bad people or anything like that. They're like that for a reason. There's way more of those type of people than real open-minded people at that age, and they're like that for a reason.
Yeah.
So we might not even be able to control that.
I know, yeah,
in the future, there might be kids involved, there might be families, a lot of stressful stuff that you go through, and you become a different, that adjusts you and you become a different person.
That is true. I mean, if you go back and you think about, since you're a little bit older than me, so you can kind of go back to high school and think of the stuff you did in high school, like, and you think of, like, say you had a kid now and that kid was, like, 16, 17, whatever, or 15, 16, and that kid is doing the same stuff that you did, would you allow him to? Like, I'm talking more on, like, the stuff that didn't seem like a big deal to you back then, but now it's kind of a big deal. I was thinking about this today because I was telling people about my high school experience.
Well, I was thinking about, like, way I was being raised and, like, things that, for example, like, my parents were telling me to do different things and I didn't agree with them. But now that I'm older and I'm looking back at it,
makes sense.
Not that I still agree with everything, but it does make sense, like, some stuff and why being strict, and I didn't get everything I wanted, and I saw people around me getting, like, McDonald's and whatever, just, like, different things that people liked, and I didn't get that. But now now I value stuff like that way more.
Yeah.
So just, like, little things like that. I don't know if that has anything to do with design, but yeah.
No, but that makes sense. I just figured, like, that would be, like, a point.
That's a good point. Yeah, and it has to do with social.
So I was just,
Twitter
basically, I was just backing up your point. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting. But what will be more interesting to see if Google Plus or Facebook is still around in 30 years. I think they'll both be around, but there's going to be...
I think there won't be, because things die fast. These are like MySpace and Napster, right? Those things don't exist. There's other versions of those things, so it's like there'll be something else like it, but it'll be like an improved version. That's what I've been noticing. I really haven't seen anything last a long time except The Simpsons.
But you don't think that you wanted me to hit on that Simpsons stuff?
No, I'm just saying because The Simpsons has existed ever since I came to America. The Simpsons still exist.
Yeah, and they're going for 25 years, so they got like 3 more years left or something like that, which is cool. But you don't think that like Facebook is too big to fail at this point? They're so big.
They are pretty huge.
Like, they're so big, and they're kind of doing the Google thing now, where they kind of just put because they just bought Gowalla, which is like a search engine thing, and now it's supposed to be, like, it's like a check-in thing, kind of like, so.
And also Facebook, they're doing their own apps, so you don't have to be like, you don't have to go on Apple, you don't have to go on the iTunes store and whatever, this and that. It's like their own app, so there's, like UI and all that stuff, all the tools being handed off to developers to create apps specifically for Facebook. So it's just like browser based, which is pretty smart.
Yeah.
One of my coworker, a friend of mine, went to like a Facebook developers thing in San Francisco a few weeks ago, and he was talking about some of the stuff there.
Yeah.
And that's basically like hackers and whatever different people that are all into developers and those type of people doing all that type of stuff that he was just seeing. All that is pretty.
Those things are called hackathons, right? I think that's what those are called.
I'm not sure what it was called, but he came back with like HTML5 T-shirts and stuff like that.
Oh, awesome, man!
I would want that one too.
It's just the symbol.
Yeah, that symbol's cool.
Yeah, it's still cool. Yeah, totally. But yeah, so we kind of wrapped up that topic. I can't really think.
It's all good.
Yeah.
You know that show Breaking Bad that I watch?
Yeah, what's up,
I
man?
finished season 3 and there's no season 4, so I don't know what to do in my life now.
Well, start another show. I thought you were gonna start Dexter.
Dexter's not on Netflix.
What? It was?
It's not on. I mean, I didn't see it unless I was spelling Dexter wrong.
Well, get on Weeds then. Weeds is a really good show too.
No, it's cool. I mean, I'm still doing. What's it called?
Oh, Arrested Development.
Hey, cut that pause out.
It'll get cut out no matter what. But now I'm gonna leave it in just because you said it.
And now we're talking about it too much. Yeah, great. Yeah, Arrested Development. That's a really good one, and I'm on season 3 of that one.
And that's ending.
And I'm about to finish it. But then season 4 is gonna come. As I'm doing all this stuff, just because I really never got to watch TV shows that much.
Yeah, have you caught up on? Sorry, I'm yawning. Have you caught up on Walking Dead lately?
I didn't, but yeah, I haven't seen the last couple of episodes, so I might do those.
Yeah, because they're on mid-season break, so you might as well just get
good idea.
Get
I'll
up
do
on
that.
that for now. So
no movies today after the podcast since it's 5 in the morning already.
No, it's not 5 in the morning.
What is it? It's tomorrow already, though.
Yeah, it's midnight.
It is tomorrow.
I still have to do a post tonight too because I forgot something before I went to work. Today I totally dropped the ball, and I know I did. But
you're just a party animal.
No,
you were closed now and everything.
I know I wear clothes, but no, we just play a lot of board games at work, and I kind of got caught up in a game, so it was cool though.
Yeah, dork step.
Dork step.
Hey, movies sucked this week. There was like nothing really out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, there was no movies, so we can't really talk about movies.
What came out this week?
Nothing really came out, so there was no movies.
Yeah?
Yeah, there wasn't, because I was trying to see
You were trying to see something?
Yeah, the Muppets things we talked about a couple times, but then I was like, I don't know, I'm not really, I don't know.
Did it feel like seeing
I really
Muppets?
didn't. Even though I heard good things about it, we talked about it on a couple podcasts, so it would have been cool to have seen it, but...
Well, we can always just wait till it gets on DVD or something.
But the biggest things in our lives, or whatever, in my lives, or whatever, right now, with all this stuff, is just doing the development for the StudioDork.
Yeah.
So, like we mentioned, I think, a couple times on different podcasts, we did the design stuff. The design stuff, I completed all that already months ago, and we submitted that to the developers, and they're taking care of that. And it's just taking such a long time. It's like a route that I'll never do again. I'll never do that.
Yeah, we're running into a lot of really small bugs, and they're not quick on the fixes, unfortunately. They'll fix one thing, and then all of a sudden there will be 3 other problems because they decide to change something without telling us. So there's a lot of little stuff like that, and I think what we've kind of realized is that it's because it's not a single developer. There's probably
multiple people working
on it. Yeah, which is unusual because at my work, if someone writes their own custom code for something, which most developers do, then they are on that project themselves. They don't hand it off to anyone unless they absolutely have to.
Makes sense, because then they could find everything. They know where everything's at.
Yeah, because they wrote it, So, I just thought that was interesting.
So next time, if we ever have the situation like that, we're not going to hand it off to a place. We're going to find somebody.
Yeah.
Like a developer, somebody that's a live person that we could talk to.
Totally.
But it's getting to a point where it's close to kind of what we want, but it's just now we looked at it in a few other browsers, and I found some other issues, and I was afraid of looking at it in some browsers because I knew that was going to happen.
Well, I mean, I think ideally we're probably maybe 2-3 weeks out before.
I hope so.
But the thing is that we're coming up on holiday season, and we don't know if they're going to work through Christmas, obviously. So
hopefully,
because I know my office is shutting down for a week.
Yeah, we're shutting down for a little while too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just imagine they're probably going to do the same. So if that's the case, then we probably won't get the setup until February, probably, because once the developers get it done, then we have to hand it off to us.
Yeah, we have to convert everything to new thumbnail sizes and get all the categories, get everything.
There's gonna be a lot of work just to get all of our old posts to fit into.
Which is fine. We can do whatever we can do. The things that we're capable of, we're gonna do them the best that we can. But these are things like from the developer side, some specific stuff that we want done. These are not really our specialties.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it makes sense, So, but yeah, so definitely keep a lookout for the site. It should be. You guys will probably. To be honest with you, this show will probably come out when the site launches because we're planning on doing that launching thing where we launch with 5 podcasts and
so our podcast will be more like we record them and release them in a couple of days after recording. Because right now we're doing it pretty much. We're recording them and they're coming out maybe about a month, right?
Yeah, it's a month out. Yeah, so yeah, you guys are probably listening to this when the new site came up. And if this new site is still not up and you're listening to this, then that probably means that we ran into more issues and it probably won't be out till like March. But we're hoping February right now. At this point, time of recording December 6th, we'll be out in February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's about it for this lovely podcast.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I yawned like 7 times, so I think that's a good sign that we probably should stop. So if you guys have any questions or any concerns or anything at all, you can definitely check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/StudioDork, or you can go and find us on Twitter at twitter.com/StudioDork or at StudioDork. I don't know why I did the twitter.com StudioDork.
You did it because it's late.
Yeah, probably. And if you want to email us, you can email us on the contact section of our website, but if you're not cool with that contact form, some people are not cool with it.
The new contact form is way cooler.
Yeah, you'll want to use that one. But this one, if you're a little bit iffy about it, you can always email us at studiodork@gmail.com. And that's pretty much it. So,
are you guys curious what the new contact form is going to look like? Woo! Wait, but they probably could see it already because by the time they're listening to this, it's probably there.
Yeah, and we haven't revealed to anyone the accent color of our site. Pretty nifty color.
Should we tell them?
No, let's tease it, because then maybe they'll show up for episode 13.
So if we told them the What Man Group, they wouldn't get it? Is the color of it?
I'm going to cut that out. I'm totally going to cut that out.
No, but not everybody's going to get that, would they?
I think that's a pretty popular group. It's the color of your pants?
Now they really know.
Totally. It's the color of on your cup?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's pretty much
the color of clouds? Now they really will.
No, it's the negative space of clouds. See, now they don't know. They're like, oh, which one is
it,
clouds or not? Crazy. All right, well, I guess...
Wait, we need to make some bloopers.
I know, we haven't done the sign-off, the official sign-off yet. We haven't done, all right, guys, thanks for listening to the StudioDork Podcast. Stay dorky.
Wait, that's my line.
I know, so say it.
But you said it already.
All right, well, say stay dorky.
Stay dorky.
I go back to sleep.
All right, guys, we do appreciate you guys listening to us and your support and all that other good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And talk to you guys next week. Peace.
Stay dorky.
Yeah. Wait, this is a blooper.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Bra, bra.
You know how to sing reggaeton?
Yeah.
Bra, bra.
Yeah, that's all me, man. But that's what I'm like, bra, bra. But I'm actually saying bro, but I'm saying bra.
You're like a party animal now.
I know, dude. It's crazy.
No, I'm just a regular animal.
I am
not a party animal.
I'm just a regular party. That's it. Not a regular party animal.
So you're designing while you're drinking now?
Hey, we don't even bring that up. That's not necessary. Yeah. No, that's alright.
No, because it gets weird. Because you look so serious.
Oh god.
No, because you told me that you did some designing after you had one beer, and you're like, "Whoa, I'm doing things different. A circle turned into a triangle."
No, I've noticed that since I started working where I work, a lot of places around. Since we walk to a lot of places. They serve alcohol when we go to lunch, so I just started drinking. Like I'll have a beer or something with lunch, and it just is weird to design drunk.
So I've never done that. You not like you're drunk. You're like a tiny bit tipsy. You have probably an empty stomach. You have one beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that will happen to me. I'll get tipsy, but I've never designed like that. So I'm gonna try that. This sounds like a real topic, and it's not really blooperish.
No, it's blooperish.
We should by accident say something that we really don't want to say, like blah 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 or something.
Like a guy walks into a bar, but he's actually in a wheelchair. Hey, we used that joke already last week.
Recycle,
reuse,
and save your juice.